or people, whatever you want to call them. Stop trying to sing Christmas carols with the... Fuck, I can't think.
With the adjustable
Anyways,
pliers.
You can see we rewired our speakers. And so we just had enough not to wire that one over there. It's just enough for that one to that sub that's like right there. That sub to it is all the wire I needed. So I was kind of pissed. Alright. Let me see this. Let me see that. You don't know how to work that.
Hit self and head. Meh, 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 meh. Dirt bike car alarm goes off. Meh, meh, meh.
Anyways.
We're rebuilding that minty bitch whenever we get the time and moolah.
Yeah. This
And
guy
then-
always has moolah. This.
And then this minty bitch just doesn't like to start. In the cold weather. Got a minty dirt bike load.
And see, that's why the cover's off of it, because shit like this happens.
You always got to plug your battery in. Make sure you turn your glow plugs on. Are your glow plugs on?
Yeah, this bitch runs off of fucking grease from McDonald's.
Fucking greasy old diesel dirt bike because of fucking glow plugs.
Yeah, I wish.
Cheech is like a fucking choo-choo train. Choo-choo.
Chugga 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 choo choo. Yeah. Anyways, today, after we get done wiring the speakers, we might tell some funny stories that's happened in our life.
Whoosh.
No, we're not gonna speak about whoosh. Whoosh is too hard. Anyways, so yeah, we'll get you back here in a few minutes after we wire up the speaker. All right, so finally got the speakers hooked up. I got now what, including the sub, is 5 inside the shop.
Something like that.
In a 60 by 40 shop. And dude, it's nice.
It thumps.
It thumps pretty. It's pretty nice. All right, so
When you're playing your up church.
So I guess I'll start off the funny video of this. I wasn't in it, but it was one of my dad and his friends, Guy. That's his name, Guy. And so one day, or one night, they're on their way to Hutch's house. My dad used to run with a few other guys. You know, Dad was a big outlaw, hunting and shit, wise. And so Guy and Dad see this fawn running down a fence line, and they have the bright idea to corner this bitch before it, you know, jumps through the gate or anything. Right? So they corner this bastard, and they get the bright idea that we're going to grab this bastard and we're going to throw it in the back of our truck. It's exactly what the fuck they did. You know, when they went up there, it was like fucking stiff as a motherfucker, you know. It's like one of them lawn deers that you put out in your yard, you know, or one of them targets. It's just straight up. Anyways, so they get to Hutch's house. And then they have the idea to let it loose in Hutch's house. Hutch had a few other people over. Alright, so Hutch is there sitting in his chair. You know, everyone else. And so on 3, they let that motherfucker loose inside Hutch's house. And that bitch goes wild. Everybody else is freaking out. Hutch is back in his chair, drunk, laughing his ass off, watching this bitch run through his house. And then someone finally let it out the fucking back door. Oh. Just making all kinds of weird noises. running to his fucking house. That guy rolling outside on the fucking ground. Hutch is dying laughing in his chair while everyone else is, what the fuck? Okay, so you got something?
Which one do you want me to do?
Do the squirrel one.
So, you see here, there's a squirrel in our yard. We went and got the pellet gun and shot it. Yeah, I was like, okay, go bury a hole and throw it in there and cover it up with dirt. I was like, okay. I grabbed the damn thing. Some bitch is still alive, so I'm sitting here. So I was like, I'm going to stomp the shit out of its head. That'll kill it for sure. Instead of wringing its neck. Fuck it. So I'm sitting here stomping it. It's going, yeah, it was great.
It was more like a this is what it was more of like, but.
And then there's another time we shot another squirrel. We shot it. Well, we don't think we shot at it, but we don't know if it killed it or what. So my dog, I got 2 dogs. They're small. They're small doggies. No one stays outside. He's a friendly dog, likes to kiss on you and all this other bull crap. This damn dog grabs the damn squirrel by the tail and goes wee, slinging it everywhere. My dad thought the squirrel had my dog, but the dog had the squirrel. And then the dog let go, it ran up in the tree, so we're trying to find the squirrel to shoot it again. We see it not like 5 foot from a tree. It's sitting there, missing part of its tail to be exact. But yeah, my dog likes to kill squirrels.
And rip off their tails.
Oh, my dog also ripped the head off a squirrel once.
Shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so.
They're ruthless little dogs.
Okay, this happened whenever I was like 6 or 5. We were at the deer lease, and one of my dad's buddies we had pigs in a trap, you know. And one of my dad's buddies has the bright idea to let me shoot. Well, before we get up there, I told Dad, hey, Dad, look, if there's any babies in the trap, you know, baby pigs, how about let's not shoot them? Okay, remember, on mind of a 5-year-old. Only thing I've shot is like BB guns and airsoft guns, alright? So, I'm expecting nothing. This is my first time really actually shooting a rifle. It was out the driver's side window of my dad's truck. It was my dad, Tracy Hooter, me, and Jimmy. Jimmy is the one who had the bright idea. Well, he has like an 18-shot, 22 mag, that's semi-automatic. Oh my God, we get up there, they get me ready. Okay, there's 6 pigs inside the trap, not including the little ones. So, Dad was like, okay, only headshots only. And I said, yes, sir. And I go shooting. I'm blowing off their legs. They're all squealing. I'm shooting in places where I wasn't supposed to be fucking shooting. I think I blew off one's back legs. They're all going wild in like a 6x4 trap. And there's 6 of these bastards running around with the little piglets getting trampled on and shit. Oh. So.
You unload the whole thing on them?
Oh yeah, I unloaded an entire clip on 6 pigs. So, that should say something. And then he reloads me. Dad and Tracy are crying and they're laughing so hard. I can't, just we're like, what the fuck have we done? We just killed a shooting fucking monster, and that's what they did. And then it came to the little pigs. I didn't fucking stop. I didn't say anything. The piglets were the same way. And I mean, they were barbecue pit size. I mean, they weren't like, you know, little baby pigs. They were, you know, something that you can throw in your barbecue pit.
Yum.
Or, you know, half them and throw them on there. Or whatever. So, that's another one of my stories. You got another one?
Yeah, when your smart ass gets stuck back over there, let me remind you, it's like 30, 40 degrees outside.
Yeah, we were
he decides to get stuck, so me, I had to take my boots off, had to pull my pants up to my knees, tromping through this water that's like knee high. Remind you, it's 40 to 30 degrees outside to get to the tractor. My feet were frozen. I thought I had frostbite on my toe nips. And yeah.
You pulled me out.
Yeah, colder than dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was not fun.
That was, yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Was not fun.
Yeah. Tramping through cold, muddy water. No, not mine. No.
There was the other time, it was my dad and Guy again. They're in some kind of Jeep, like Cherokee, for example. And so this big ass hog, they're also going in town, probably to go drink, from our deer lease. And so they're going into town. They hit, I swear, a 130-pound hog going about 60 down a fucking curvy ass road. Right, so Guy hits that big motherfucker, boom! Right, he's like, oh shit, I better go grab that motherfucker. He was big. They're going 60. If you tried to, hit the brakes or swerve or anything, you're going to fucking run off into a fucking tree.
Just handbrake it, Tokyo drift and hit it.
Anyways, so he fucking hits the damn thing. And Guy was like, I'm going to get out to get it. He tries to open up his fucking door. The motherfucker has to lean all the way over to my dad and fucking hit the bitch to get it open. That's how bad the body was fucked up. He gets out there. He grabs it by the fucking legs. He opens up the back hatch. She throws that bastard up in there, closes it, and they're back on their way. About a mile or two later, Dad starts, what the fuck is that smell? It's like, damn, you must have gutted that bitch. Dad fucking turns on the light. There's guts all over Guy. He's fucking blood, guts all over him. He says, fuck. So, reminds you, they're on a highway by this point. Going into town. And Gus says, well, shit, he fucking stops. He gets back there and he just unloads the bitch in the middle of the road. And then he just kept on going.
Who is this? Well. Instagram hoes.
Bingo. Instagram hoes. And, I'm finally free again. So, Yeah, don't drop your phone. Don't make it any more fucking bent than it is.
It's not that bent.
It's like a fucking boomerang. I swear to God, you must have shut it in my door.
Not that bent. Still works. Still gonna use it.
Got another story?
Tubing story.
Okay, so I didn't want to go tubing. I've tubed my entire life. Well, Clayton and one of my buddies, Austin, he was in the flagpole video.
The dumb one that wouldn't stop yelling stupid crap.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, so it's him and Austin inside this tube. Well, you've seen our pontoon boat. It has an 85 horse, and it's double tuned. It ain't no tri-tune or something, So it runs about 18 miles an hour. 18 to 19 on a really good day. Nice, slick, no wind day. Well, we couldn't sling them out, and someone made a smart-ass comment, I can't remember who, that you can't sling us out.
It was Austin.
Austin never been tubing before. Well, what my dad does is that he'll slow down. He'll slow down so much to where they're slacking the line, and he'll turn the boat to where that boat, I swear, it's like this far apart.
Facing you?
Yeah, this far apart, and he's going this way while the tube's going this way.
And he's like, oh, well, we're going to bring y'all back in. Okay.
Nope, that bitch turns around.
Full throttles it.
Yeah, he gets about right here with them, like I said, about yay far apart, like, I don't know, 3 or 5 foot away from me. Y'all going past y'all. And so he just punches it. That slack starting to take up and shit, and they're like, oh shit. Next thing you know, when that bitch turns around and whips straight, I can't remember, but whoever was on the outside.
It slung me off.
Yeah, it slung him off.
I ripped all the fabric on the tube and it slung me off.
And then we did it again with Austin, and Austin, whoop, went out that dude.
Your dad was like, oh, we broke it. We're going to go back in. Nope, he slung Austin off.
Mm-hmm.
And then we flip back to the dock. Like he's driving to the dock. We flip back to the dock. I go to get out to climb on the dock. I push off the tube as Austin trying to get off too. Smack right back in the water. He's like, you son of a bitch.
That was also funny. Okay, so a lot of people in school were like, Trevor, why did you get the mullet? As you can see, I mean, it's pretty short in the front and long in the back. I'd consider it a mullet. One was that I had long hair, you know, I had it all slicked back and everything. And people were like, why don't you get a mullet? Some of my friends were like, yeah, get a mullet. So I had a picture of my dad with the same truck holding up a pig by its ear, smiling. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to bring this picture into the barbershop. I'm going to get what he got. Well, it wasn't an exact flat top. It was just short. And then in the back, it was long. You know, kind of long. Kind of like, I don't know, to here maybe. It wasn't that long. It wasn't as long as mine. It was probably half or even a quarter of what I have in the back. Well, I get it. Well, of course, I get shit from people, you know. You know how people are. I'm racist. I'm a redneck. I'm not racist. So anyways, I get the mullet. I'm the only kid that has a mullet in Santa Fe High School, Texas. I don't know if you know much about Santa Fe, but we're a pretty small town. I mean, I don't know if you can see the Santa Fe on my back, but we're a small town. Of course, we have FFA and all that. And so I said, well, there has to be other rednecks coming in, you know, because half the school is, you know, other people. And this is, you know, this is what I truly believe. We're all the same. We're all human beings. God gave us the smartest brain on the planet for a reason. So there should be no racism or anything. I believe in the rebel flag. I'm Southern. But there hasn't been slaves for how many years?
Too damn long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and today, there ain't nobody alive today that was a slave. I ain't having that on my video. Anyways,
Ghetto up church.
I got the mullet and I decided to keep it. So what I did was I got a flat top, which is what was my normal haircut at the time, which is flat top, you know, military style looking haircut.
I like this, just all there. Fuck it.
You have receding hairline.
Shut the hell up, bitch.
Anyways, he's gonna be bald by the time he's 30. Anyways, what neck? I have no neck, bro. Come at me. Anyway, hey nigga, nope.
Stab, stab. Trusty Dusty had a Confederate flag on it, but yeah, stab right in the throat.
It had a Confederate flag on it?
Yeah, and it started coming off, so I took the rest of it off. It was like painted on there, you know, it was painted on there. Started chipping off, so I was like, scrunch, chipped the rest of it off.
Anyways, so that's the story behind my mullet. I hope some of these stories lightens up your day.
Or makes you fall on the ground laughing.
Like whoosh.
Like there's this one time.
Long story short, this motherfucker, we came up with something that said whoosh in it. And it was so fucking funny. This motherfucker started rolling around on the ground. Because it was like, you know, driving to 6.0. Next thing you know, whoosh! She go, you know, blew a few.
Like your 6'4" sitting out there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was 6'4" out there that, you know, kind of had those, probably a bad piston, a few bad rocker arms, push rod probably.
Just gonna go
crack.
yeet out the side of the block.
Not yet, though. Not yet.
Not yet.
I want to ask Dad to see if I couldn't legit just like fucking trash the motor before we get a new motor for it.
Just zip tie the throttle all the way. Just take a zip tie and zip tie it where it's like full throttle. Boom!
Be wearing all kinds of face shields and shit. Be inside the shop with the camera watching it. Maybe shit will stop it by the time it, explodes. There was another time. Okay, one more story. There was another time my dad used to do dirt track. Well, I think it was like his first race. He had a expensive tack, RPM tack. Well, if the motor shut off, it would show you where your last RPM was. Well, Crenshaw said not to go over 7. Well, let's just say a few push rods went through the fucking block. And my dad had it punched all the way at 8,200. Well, when he turned on and off the tack, it would drop, right? So he did that a few times where he knows that 600. It was at like 650, or it wasn't that 600. It was at 6,500 range. And fucking, they tow him in and everything. Crenshaw goes up there. What the fuck did you do? The first thing he does is flip on that tack. There ain't no fucking way you blew that motor. I know, I built that motor better than that. Crenshaw was always skeptical of that. He never really understood why that motor blew at 6,000, or 6,500. Well, that's because it was at 8,200. But it was a Chevy small block V8 350. It had, not Quadrajet, because that's what they run in Texas. He had a 2-barrel, not a elder block, but it was another big company.
Holley two-barrel?
Yeah, it was a Holley 2-barrel. And so, a lot of shit was reusable on it. But for the rest of it, oh yeah, it was trash.
It was melted to the block. Who needs it?
Yeah. Oh. But we still have the motor, the rebuilt motor that they built another one. You see, when he came to Texas, he used to live in Florida. He's from Texas, but he moved to Florida, met my mom, yada, moved back. Well, down here he had too much horsepower on his thing, and so the only resolution for it was to put a Chevy Quadrajet, because that's the carburetor that they ran. By the way, Chevy, that was a shitty-ass carburetor. If you're looking for a carburetor, go with something, Elderbrock or
Holley.
Do not get like a Chevy Quadrajet. Them things sucked ass.
Just like your Ford?
Bitch, I drive a Chevy. At least my air intake don't have a hole the size of a fist in it.
Okay, we're not going to talk about that. Shut up.
Yeah, poor man's horsepower.
Yeah, poor man's horsepower. Yeah. Gotta.
And it has a mint exhaust leak.
Yeah, the muffler looks like it's beating with a hammer. Only one bolt's holding on to the headers. The other one doesn't have a nut on. It should, what's the word? It's, yeah. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's binded up in there. So it's got a minty exhaust leak. It's a 2000 Jeep Wrangler TJ with 32s with a stock lift. When you turn sharp, it rubs. They might give a 4-inch lift.
Just go ahead and get a 6-inch lift. Put them out, really wide. That way, you don't corner it and you're on 2 wheels going around the corner.
Well, you gonna buy me some new axles to do that? Some damn Dana 80s front and rear to do that?
Just put a shit ton of spacers on her.
No. If I do that, I'm going to go off-roading. I'm going to brake axles left and fucking right. So, when you decide to buy me some Dana 80s front and rear that are like, I don't know, $5,000 a piece, then we can think about that. Or we can just take
or we can just take apart my truck, make some, fiberglass bodies for it, and make it into a Baja truck. Just whoom, clap out the suspension on it, do a few little, you go over or jump, you do about 3 more because of the suspension travel.
Or we can pull the motor out of my Jeep, get a junkyard Cummins, put it in there, make it Cheech, and then do some work, make it a Jeep truck.
You'd have to put a heavy front end on it.
Yeah, I know. To get some stiff ass coil springs. It has coils on it front and rear. Because from 1997 through whatever 2018, their coils from 96 or 95 back have leaf springs, which is rougher than shit. So I got coils.
Yeah, I got leaves on the back, but of course, my front.
Yeah, because independent has coils on it. And I don't think you can leaf spring an independent, bud. You can straight axle swap it, though.
I like my independent suspension because I like my truck to be level whenever I'm rock crawling. I'd rather have my tire be like this and this one be like that while my body sits like this.
Well, when you flex it, the axle moves like this. It's you're gonna be like this. The axle's gonna be like this. It's gonna be flattish.
Yeah, but
until you hit the bump stops from flexing.
Yeah, which is the tire probably going up into the wheel well.
Or I can put bump stops on it where my tire doesn't eat the fenders.
Or you just put like a 1-inch spacer in the bitch and it wouldn't eat at all.
We can just rip the fender flares off and it won't eat it all.
Well, then it'll be eating everything else behind it. Alright, well, I guess that's it for funny stories. And I don't think I clarified in the last video that I will be making a video on the whole headlight and tail light install. But I will. And I promise that.
No, he doesn't.
Shut up. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm the mechanic monkey. I gotta do everything for him.
At least I tried to get a job at a mechanic shop.
You tried.
I tried. He said, if I have a few, people missing, I will call you.
Who?
What he needs is a fabricator. And Dad was like, ha, yeah. He needs a fabricator that he don't have to watch over. And Dad was like, ha, yeah, no. He ain't the fabricator that you need.
I'm the fabricator. I weld pretty good. This one,
I don't know. I'm building a metal racking shop, and I'm doing pretty good.
Not from the other night. Your welds look like bubble gum just stuck on there.
Well, yeah, that's because I was welding on rusty ass metal.
I did the same thing. I made a perfect bead. You just trying to come up with excuses because it was rusty.
Anyways, we'll talk to you later. I'll show you my welds. My welds are good.
His are shit. Mine are better.
Anyways.
You want welding lessons from me, not him. Shut up. Don't tell about me turning someone to ride a dirt bike.
Okay, here's another funny story. Because, he won't let me finish my fucking video. Okay, so he tried to teach one of our friends, Daniel, how to ride that little red dirt bike.
That needs to be rebuilted.
And so he says, put the throttle, let off the clutch.
I said, give it some throttle and ease out the clutch. No, he just, ready to pa!
And he goes straight into the fucking garden.
No, that was the second time. The first time, he just put it on the fender. Somehow the dirt bike was just standing there on the fender, straight up and down, like not even fall over. I'm like, how?
Second time, he was up on the fender and he ran it right into the garden.
Well, he was like holding on to it, like one leg on the ground, just, help, help.
Anyways, and then I taught him, and then guess what? He was riding around the fucking yard.
Yeah, after he fell over like 3 times.
Yeah, well, at least he didn't ramp it out and fucking go into the garden.
Well, I'm going to turn. Well, crap. I'm on my lid. I'm on my side.
I'm about to say a dirt bike don't have a lid, but okay.
Grass burned all down the side of his arm. He's like, I'm not going to ride anymore. I get on, start riding around. Hey, let me ride it again. Okay. 2 seconds later, on its side again.
Okay, so that was funny stories. I might have some more. I'd have to think. Anyways, so I hope y'all have a good day. And
Always listen to Upchurch. He's badass.
yeah, listen to Upchurch, Jogga Boys, Whoever You Please, Outlaw. Not the
Got a
rapper, Outlaw, the redneck.
Got a little sag in her boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to that song. It'll change your
Yeah,
mind.
legit look up sag in her boobs.
Song. It'll change your mind on women. Trust me.
And it ain't sexist either because, Miss Outlaw probably wouldn't like it too much if it was.
Just remember, the girl is actually a dude.
Yeah, you gotta watch the video to the end because you're like, what the fuck? Anyways, I'll see y'all guys later.
Bye.
Bye.